What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? You Star Wars.
Something dark side.
What's right?
Star Wars.
My tongue just did a tongue twister. You Star Wars fans out there, we hope you're ready for another Book of Boba Fett. That's right, folks. Chapter 2. We are going to put together the last episode that we saw. I had a inkling theory.
An inkling theory.
An inkling theory after we saw that.
Okay.
And I think we talked about it probably off screen, how those guys with the shields were possibly Crimson Dawn assassins.
Yes, we did talk about that after the camera stopped rolling for some reason.
Because we weren't thinking about it when it was rolling.
Yeah, I think it was just before bed or something.
Yes. Because it didn't come to mind at the time. Usually I watch these things probably a few more times to get the thought process. But yeah, but if that's the case, will we see at all Darth Maul?
I would love that.
I mean, if not, Kenobi's coming out right after, so. But yeah. But anyway, we're gonna get started watching this fine ass Ming Na Wen.
Let's not forget the fineness that is the Mandalorian. Boba Fett himself.
Yes.
For his age, man is
jacked. Yeah.
Do you know people are giving him shit?
Why?
They're body shaming him because he's not like cut. I'm like, I'd like to see what you look like at that age.
Do you see what those, like, I think he's from New Zealand? Or something like that. Those guys who are basically like Samoans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Samoans themselves, those guys aren't cut.
No,
They're just big guys. Yeah. And you know what? More power to them, especially for someone his age. Fuck these people. I'm sick.
Precisely.
I'm sick and tired of all those goddamn people. But let's not get into all that stuff and let's get it right into the show, people. With
Chapter 2.
Yeah, that's right. Just skip ahead of me.
Perhaps he fears the Rancor.
Huh?
I was sent for the mayor! The mayor sent me! Let me out!
The mayor sent them.
I have a feeling.
Oh! Woo! Damn!
Good shot. Was it Crate Dragon? No. Good for
That's an
Crate.
Imperial train. Ooh. He brought more with him.
Like a panther. Yes? Maybe not. Okay, who wants to go first?
Ow. Oh!
Oops.
Come.
Oh, what the?
So, would they then be Tusken Bikers instead of
Tusken Raiders? Alright, here she comes.
Have we established it?
They have established that in the movie.
That's awesome. Oh. Ludicrous speed.
Yeah.
They're gone to plaid!
free for you to pass. These people lay ancestral claim to the Doom Sea. Guide me. I'm sorry.
Baby Tuscan crying. Something tells me this happens to every Tuscan that comes of age.
Mhm.
Basically, like a spirit quest, or
Yeah.
you know, they are the Native Americans. This is so friggin'
That's
cool.
awesome.
That was so cool.
Now, I don't see. I've like with the last episode, I was like, I was hearing, you know, certain people thought, oh, it's so slow and all this other stuff. You got to realize though, all these Star Wars shows start off slow.
Yeah.
It's the anticipation, man.
It's the build,
Like,
because basically it's just a really long movie.
Yeah. This is
Broken up into episodic parts.
correct.
And a movie isn't gonna like be action packed right out
No.
the gate.
And
you know,
you
that's not
have
how
to-
it works.
You have to have a lot of you know,
Exposition.
Yeah, exactly. And this one gave us the exposition that we were asking for.
Right. Like, where has he been?
Yeah.
How did he survive?
Yeah, because when we saw him in The Mandalorian, we just saw him with the garb.
Yeah. Yes. Not the gab.
Not the gab.
The garb.
With the garb and everything, and the, you know, the stick and everything, and now you see how he didn't just steal it, he earned it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he earned their
became
trust.
one of them.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a great transformation from being a gun for hire to like literally a humble, like, just I guess
Honorable warrior.
Yeah, honorable warrior, but like now a humble leader.
Yes.
In a way. So
yeah.
you know, and I found that I find Boba Fett so, I've always found him interesting and mysterious at the same time.
Yeah.
And then when I saw Attack of Clones, I figured out, oh, okay, this is where he got his armor from. This is, and all this stuff. But now, and then I see him grow as a character, and I saw him grow as a character in The Mandalorian, and now this. So, your take on this episode? What was your likes, your dislikes? What's up?
One, I always love when they have that Western feel.
Mm.
You know, again, the great train heist.
Very Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah. But then also in that you're getting, I also like that we're getting the taste of more of the syndicates.
Yes.
You know, you've got the assassins that we came in, the night, or
the Knights of the...
something.
Not the Knights of the night something. I don't know. I
Yeah.
keep forgetting the name.
Something of the night.
Yeah.
The guys that were sent to kill him.
Yes.
And then even the Hutts, because I haven't seen a lot of Clone Wars, but I do know for a fact that the Hutts are a crime family.
Yeah, they're another syndicate of the crime family.
And then this syndicate that was, transporting spice through the land.
I mean, you find out a lot about them in Solo, which is a very underrated Star Wars movie.
Yes. but that's Crimson Dawn. You're learning about that syndicate.
Yeah.
So I really like that we're getting glimpses of that. And I hope that continues through the series. Super, super loving the Maori
influence.
I'm sure I'm not even saying their name right. but
influence. That influence, yeah.
And that's exactly what that was that dance. And I can't, I wish I could remember it. Like the New Zealand like rugby team and things like that. They did
the
it.
haka.
Hakas,
Yes.
yes.
The haka, yeah.
Their
Their battle cry.
The dance at the end turned into a haka.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've always just called it the Tuscan Roar, but yeah, you're exactly right.
It's
It
literally a
is
haka.
the battle cry of the Tuscans.
Mhm.
And I just think that's just super cool.
It's very, very beautiful learning. Like, of course, you throughout so many Star Wars like properties, you always like learn to hate the Tuscans because they were always like.
Well,
But
yeah,
but then you start realizing that they're scavengers and you start realizing
But
that they're the land itself.
belongs to them.
Yeah, it's their ancestral land.
Right. Again, in that comparison with the Native Americans,
Mhm.
of course, the Native Americans fought back
Yep.
against people that were usurping their land.
Yep.
So,
And the crime families are the ones that's been taking over their lands.
well, even going further back than that, Anakin.
Yeah.
Because the Sand People, he was like, oh, I killed them all, blah 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 blah. They're awful, and this, that, and the other thing.
They were being manipulated by
Right.
the Emperor.
That, and they're going after people who have usurped their land.
Right, exactly.
So,
Can't blame them.
right, exactly. And probably in their mind, because what did Anakin's stepfather do? He was a moisture farmer. That's stealing their water.
Yep, exactly.
So
all in all, they're trying to do is just reclaim what's theirs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, hell, poor old Ben didn't even know. He was posing as them to scare them away, and I'm like, okay, but then again, it was done in the 70s. So.
Right. So, but it's very interesting how, like you said, how we've come to see the Tuscans or the Sand People go from these uncivilized, barbaric
creatures,
savages.
Yeah.
I hate to use that word, but that's how they were depicted. To now this, between the Mandalorian and Boba Fett, these intelligent, communicative tribal family unit.
Yep.
They're not going to take shit from anybody.
No.
They thought he was an invader, so they took him as prisoner. But they could have killed him. They chose not to.
Oh, they did.
Because they probably saw potential in him in some way. So, and for all we know, no, never mind, actually. Scratch what I was just about to say. Because I thought about my thought further. I'm like, nope, that doesn't make sense. And unrelated to the Tuscans completely, I love how they played the mental game with the assassin and the Rancor.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was like, first off, that's not his style. When they're like, well, maybe the Rancor. I'm like, that's not his style. Which we saw from the last episode. With the mayor's,
Yep.
attaché or whatever. And so I'm like, there's not really a Rancor there. Because Luke killed it.
Yep.
And I don't think they replaced it.
No.
But it was super clever, and the fact that they did that whole like slow and guy spilled his guts.
Because he said he doesn't fear any man. I was like, all right. But yeah,
that was super neat though, and then the mouse there, and that was cute.
Yeah, I can't wait to see more of what they got
Yeah.
for this, because like no one really. Of course, people knew. People were guessing. Okay, this is going to be the intro to basically the origin of what happened to him after he gets out of the what's the name of the sandworm? The sandworm. Sarlacc. Yeah, but like now I'm actually more intrigued with his present and to see how he defends himself against all these crime syndicates that are totally against the fact that he's a daimyo now, which is a title that the Japanese used back in the feudal Japan era. Daimyos were the head samurais in charge.
Gotcha.
They were like the commanders of them all. So I even though I love the backstories and they're great, but I'm
you also want to see the present day stuff.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued with the present day stuff. Like, yeah, give me more backstory, but like, bring on the mysteriousness of what's going on. You brought the huts in this, and it's like they're supposed to be like. Did they say that they were related? I don't know.
I can't remember. I don't think they're the children.
No, but I think they were like the cousins or something like that.
Something like that.
But
there were, if I recall from what I did see of Clone Wars, there were a lot of huts.
Oh yeah, there was a whole.
Some even spoke English.
Yeah.
And and not Hutnese.
Hutnese. Oh, that's a good one.
I know, but I actually think that's what the language is called, Hutnese. I'm not even lying.
That would be weird if
I'm not even lying.
But yes, that is that is our Star Wars after show and our reaction video that we just pulled for you today. Tune in next week. I was about to say next weekend. Tune in next week for more
Chapter 3.
Yes, for more Boba Fett, Book of Boba Fett, Chapter 3. You can hit us up on all the platforms that we have down here, and you can also like, share, and subscribe right here on the True Story Bro channel. Until then, guys, we will see you next week. Bye!
Bye!